Heard about the golden rule as I came in the three-way. It's not a game when it's in a three-way. With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway. The area is great in a 1-2-3 way. Normally, I don't get down with dudes, but tonight is a special exception. See, you're my best friend, you're thick and thin, until we make a triple connection.
Yeah.
Here in the dark, so hard to tell, so hard to tell.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh,
How's
there we
it
go.
going?
Now we're on the right one.
Now we're talking on the microphone.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this setting.
Dave knows what day it is.
He fucking better. All right.
I texted him. I was like, just heads up, it is Wednesday.
It is.
Why is my door open?
Mom, meatloaf.
Okay. She can wear it.
I gotta spend some time uncording my cords over here. They're all corded up.
That's weird.
I got my pile of green. Just fucking pile of green clothes over here.
Yeah, I was gonna wear. So I forgot about these sweats, but they have the.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to wear those, but then we decided to wear white pants, and I'm like, fucking assholes. So I'm gonna wear my gray pants. I don't actually have white pants, which is probably for the better, but
Yeah, you don't want white. Dude, you would be the worst person in the world to have white pants.
no, I wouldn't be that bad. I think Dave would be pretty bad.
Well, no,
Actually,
I just mean as soon as you got something on your pants, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I got ketchup on my white pants." That's great.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I would not be happy.
Yeah, like you sit down and there's like soda that got spilled on the chair, and now your butt's all brown.
Well, first of all, who is spilling soda on my chairs?
Riv.
Motherfuckers. No, she wouldn't touch it. Actually, she doesn't. She hardly ever drinks soda. I'm like, what do you want from the store? Water. I'm like,
Billy,
okay, good choice.
like soda.
I refuse.
I'm about to have a passion orange guava fruit Kona spiked island seltzer. Noise.
Yeah, my dad came in to show me that he was wearing his hoodie
Good
that I made him. Good X. What's funny is that did not make any noise.
Huh.
It was just okay.
The I'm going through the cycle of Civil War week.
Mm-hmm.
I spent pretty much all day Tuesday just absolutely convinced that it was going to be like a total dogfight, and we were going to be, if we didn't play our best game, we were going to be in serious trouble, which is still possibly true.
Yeah.
But I actually watched a video of someone who knows what they're talking about talk about the game.
I just watched that.
Yeah. And I was like, huh.
Lots of points there. It's tough to. Oh, there he goes.
Hey,
there he fucking goes.
Hello, Dave.
I just texted you too because I was like, hey, and it's after 7:30 now, Mr. 4 minutes late. Are you trying to figure out how to use the internet?
I'm trying to figure out how to use my eyebrows.
There
we go.
Hey.
Hello, David.
I have the sounds.
Oh man, I have a surprise for you guys on Friday.
I too have surprises for you guys on Friday.
I don't know what the surprises you have are, but I feel like mine is probably cooler.
I don't know what the surprise is you have, but I feel like mine is more explosive.
Diarrhea.
That's not a surprise, Dave.
No.
I kind of want to show you. I've been holding on to them for a couple of days. Haven't texted anything about it.
Diarrhea pills.
Yep.
I have spent 3 days working on this surprise.
Wow.
And like one of them was a full day.
I I also have surprises for both of you
Oh.
individually that you both individually know about for the other person.
Did you
Okay.
tell me how to tailgate? Because then I don't know.
That is
Because
how it works.
Yep, I feel like we have had a conversation.
Yep.
I remember a conversation. I don't remember the conversation.
I also remember things, but specifics not as much. Dave,
That's what I do. I drink and I
you do
forget
shit like
things.
this.
Right? I saw those.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Wait,
refuse.
hang on. If I move his thumb down, now it's me. There we go. I refuse.
Nice.
I wear this to work at least twice a week.
As you should.
By attendance meaning you consent to being recorded. Yeah, I live in a one-party state. No shit.
There's only one party. I like to party. I like multiple parties though.
No, as long it's one of the one of those fun laws in the state of Washington. As long as one party knows that they're being recorded, that you can record your phone calls.
No.
Or anything for that matter.
I feel like those laws all need to be like eliminated because you should just always assume you're being recorded everywhere at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
That's what public means.
No, even at home. Just assume you're being recorded.
That's what Alexa means.
That's what the old Xbox means. I have the Kinect set up on top of my TV, which points toward my bed. And there were times when I was like, I wonder if anyone's watching this.
Might as well get paid for it.
Or there may have been another person involved, but either way. Yeah, some of that. Definitely some of that.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. It's not gay when you're
Take
in a
a flight.
freeway. I wonder if that song applies to three dudes in a car together.
I feel like it's not.
Dirty Mike and the boys, we're about to have an F shack in that, in that Prius over there.
Oh god. Yeah, I have individual surprises and a group surprise. Like individual for everybody.
Whoa.
Multiple efforts. I'm just really excited to be there.
You see, Ben should be non-contagious by Friday. If he can get vertical, I'm gonna try to convince him.
He should Kerm because
what's he got?
Curvid.
The Curvids, the Rona.
Just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll be outside.
Yeah.
He can wear a mask if he wants to feel comfortable.
He can. I know.
I might
read
even
my
have some
phone.
duck masks somewhere.
If I knew where my phone was, I'd text him right now.
Be like,
Can't
hey
remember where I
man,
put
you
it.
coming?
Hey man.
You coming?
Everywhere.
Oh, I do need my phone because I screenshot some stuff that was interesting through the week.
Mm.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go look for it. It shouldn't take too long.
Dave coming with content. Hello.
One in a row.
I mean, I don't really have a lot to.
I wrote down some stuff. I watched that Blue Beetle movie because it was on Max.
Oh right.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Have you watched it yet?
Of
course not.
Yeah, it falls under the it's not Batman.
He mentions Batman.
I better go back and watch the whole movie.
It's yeah. It's like magical Iron Man kind of.
See, I played enough of Injustice. Like I've formulated opinions about certain heroes, and like Blue Beetle, I'm like, oh, this guy's so fucking annoying. Like, and then they're like, oh, they're making a movie about Blue Beetle. I'm like, oh, fuck that dude.
Is he a Mexican in the other shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh god, he's just fucking annoying. I'm like, I don't want to watch a movie about this guy.
The theme song should have just been La Cucaracha.
He beat me to it. It's like, you know what else I don't want to watch? I don't want to watch a movie about Cyborg. That would be boring as balls.
Yeah, that would not be a good one. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm too.
It's like he goes from football player to guy who gets blown up to guy who's half robot.
Sounds about right. It's growth. Personal growth.
Mhm.
You know what they need to do? They need to
Not
remake the $6
drugs.
million Man.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be a
$6
$6 trillion man.
That'd be badass.
It's just Elon Musk riding rockets.
With a rocket-powered
I
penis.
like it. I like it. I noticed I got no comments on my AI-generated Red Arrow helmet.
Your AI.
What are you talking about?
I sent it. I sent it on Snapchat and nobody
No.
said anything. Then I posted it on Instagram. Nobody said anything.
I go on Instagram.
I'm like, why?
Oh, what, is it your red arrow?
Oh, that one. I saw it. I was confused for a bit, and I was unloading a truck when I saw it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
weird.
It's the Red Arrow logo, but with a helmet and green and yellow. I found this spot where you can do AI logo. Like it takes your logo and then you type in what you want it to transform into, and it combines them.
Weird.
Yeah.
What's that face mask?
I don't know. Why are you looking at the face mask? I didn't even notice there was a face mask.
It's weird. It's weirding me out.
It's weirding him out, man.
I guess you could focus on that. I didn't even look at it because the picture itself was cool.
Mm.
Face masks are always weird. Remember the fucking 8 billion bars face masks?
Yeah, the ones that were all like
The V slant. That's the one. I
Or,
always
or
pick when I
even the
build my-
square ones. Like they had square ones too.
Mhm.
There was that really fat dude at Baylor that had the crossbar ones.
And he
then,
also had like the crop top, and he was like 6'9" and 400 pounds, but 2% body fat.
right, yeah, he was enormous, but he also sucked at football because he was enormous.
Now he's a convicted rapist.
Oh, is he?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, he did go to Baylor.
Yeah, exactly. Baylor, I hardly know her.
Ha!
No, the old Baylor out University.
More like bail or jail. More like jailer university. Ha.
Yeah.
So yeah, you mentioned about sending me money to get Abby's. You can
No, like Costco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
so I'm saying, like, why don't I just give you money to go get pizza that you were going to go get anyway?
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, I don't want to carry pizza.
That's fine. Well, no, you said, oh, okay. What if I Venmo'd you $40 on Friday morning instead of going to Abby's? Oh, I see. I thought you meant if I send you the money, then you could get the pizza.
No, yeah. I was going to
I
supply
gotcha.
the finances for the pizza.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
And that way, yeah, because I don't have a Costco membership.
Yeah. If you just go in the exit and you just go in there, bloop, but it's fine. I'll be going that way to get ice, and ices.
I like going in through the exit.
Hey, every exit's an entrance.
Yeah.
You just gotta act like you've been there before.
We were walking out of Target one day, and there was this contingency of about 3 people that were coming in through the exit, and I just started singing Raspberry Beret very loudly. I was like, she came in through the outdoor.
It's awesome.
That reminds me of that one video.
Passive aggressive thing I've ever heard you do. I'm like, no, that aggression was all active.
Yeah, it was active aggression. Reminds me of the video where it's a bunch of emo chicks walking by. There's this black dude recording, and these emo chicks walks by, and he's like, "Oh, damn, it's the Suicide Squad."
Oh. You said something last week, Jake, that I was listening back, and I was like, man, that would have been a good name for the episode too. It was like not passive aggressive, but it was like I can't remember what it was. We were talking about the CMS guys. I can't remember how you worded it. It was like mediocre aggressive. No, I was gonna type it and text it to you, but then I didn't do it.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's like my docile aggression.
That's what it was. Docile aggressive.
You activated my docile aggressive.
Yes. That's pretty
Like
good.
I was coming down, I was relaxing, I was chilling.
Right.
You had to come and stir the pot.
Mm-hmm.
The pot was already boiling, dude.
Are you driving down tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna leave probably about 6:30 or 7 on Friday morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
I have to communicate with Bales by I'm assuming I'll be picking him up.
Yeah.
Then yeah, head on over. What do we need to bring anything other than our big old beautiful smiles?
I don't think so.
Yeah. We have all the beers. We have all the.
We drank all the beers last week.
We drank all the
those
beers?
all of them. They're all gone. I didn't leave with one single beer.
I wasn't even there. I am impressed, boys.
We drank a lot.
That was a lot.
They were all gone. I was wondering how. I was like, man, why was I so fucked up?
We drank a lot.
And then yeah, I went to go. I emptied the cooler and I was like, there's not a beer in here. Wow.
So I'll grab a 12er then.
Okay.
Or do we want to do a butt beer party?
No, I'm not doing that again.
I think I'm going back to beer this party because
Right.
I've been butt beering it for 3 or 4 games.
Liquor Dave has been
and it has not worked out well for my football watching experience.
I'm gonna make my South County Slam and walk around that, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I also bought a bunch of wings, and it's the Costco frozen ones, but they're Foster Farms or whatever, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cook those. I can't decide. I'll probably cook them Friday morning, and then just throw them in a cooler bag, and we'll have more wings. And then I'll bring a couple sauces. I'm not gonna bring all of them.
Yeah, bring the popular sauces.
Yeah,
like the gar parm, one of the spicy ones.
It's only like 3.5 pounds of wings, so it's not a shit ton, but it's enough.
We're also running kind of a light crew. Is Rebecca coming, or is she?
I don't know yet, because I texted her today, and she said today was her mom's worst day. So Dave, you haven't heard this yet, I don't think, because I didn't text you, because you don't ever text back or respond to those messages. So Rebecca's mom is dying. So here's the text she said. I have to tell you, I'm battling between my mind and my heart. My mom is dying. She's quickly declined on Monday. She's in and out of being alert. We don't know how long we have with her. On one hand, I know she would tell us to go have fun. She has said to us before, but my heart tells me I can't leave her side for that long. Football is not as important as my mom at this moment. I don't know what our decision will be. So that's what she said. And then I asked her again today, and she was like, I don't know. She's just not doing well. So, it sucks. And like my immediate response is, fuck. Like, I don't deal with death directly. I shove it down and ignore it and move on.
Yeah. I make jokes, move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, understandable. Tammy, I don't cook, is asked multiple times what to bring, and I was like, I don't know what goes with pizza, and she's like, beer. I'm like, yeah, you can bring beer. So
which one's Tammy?
Tammy's the old Indian lady.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Feather, not Dot. Did I text you about the movie that I was watching? I did. Tammy Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. I'm gonna look and see what that movie was.
Oh, I watched.
Sorry.
While you're looking for that, I was gonna say I watched Killer.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The movie made sense.
Yeah.
Because the whole time he is narrating how slow and methodical basically he works as an assassin, and the movie itself is slow and methodical. Like there's only one major action scene. But I was like, I enjoyed it. I don't usually enjoy slow movies because I get bored.
Right.
But this one, I was just like, okay, it makes sense to me. In my head, it made sense why this movie was so like, this part's happening, and now this part's happening. Yeah.
Did you know that Tiffany Haddish was in a TV series called Gay of Thrones from 2013 to 2019?
Was it a Cinemax late night like Lord of the
Oh,
G-string
it's
kind of
Funny
thing.
or Die. That makes more sense.
Oh.
Well,
Is
that's
it
less
Nobody's
funny.
Fool?
I gotta remember who
Yeah,
Tiffany
it's
Haddish
Nobody's
is.
Fool. That's what it was.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish. I know who that is. Never mind.
Is
Yeah,
that the one
Night
where
School.
there's like a baby involved or something?
No,
Oh.
she gets out of prison and
has
reunites
a
with her
baby.
sister, and her sister's like going through all these things. She's dating this
She
guy.
has a baby.
Nope, no babies. And but she
Picture was a
doesn't.
baby somewhere.
Nope, not once. There's this dude that she's dating, but she's never met him, and Tiffany Haddish's character's like, "Hey, you're getting catfished," and then like Chris Rock shows up in it. It's actually funny.
And he has a baby.
Nope, I'm telling you, there's no babies.
There's no babies anywhere.
And so it was on FX.
I'm confused as to where the baby comes in.
As The Hangover.
Not the table, Carlos.
Not table, Carlos.
Exactly. Everything was unedited. Like they're saying shit, and I'm pretty sure they said fuck. And then she's like, "Listen, my ninja," and I was like, "Wait, we're gonna say my ninja every time?" Every time they edited ninja into neighbors or whatever word you think that
Ninjago is more like it.
Yeah, but it just made me laugh. Like the first time they did it, I'm like, hold up, did you just say my ninja?
I still think the best one is still Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The snakes on the plane one is
Monday,
one that I was
Monday through Friday snakes on this Monday through Friday plane. Is that what it is?
On a Monday to Friday plane or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good one. I've tried to find it to share with people and I can't. It's not that important. I realized today that I'm going to miss, well, I shouldn't say miss, but skip Black Friday shopping. 2 reasons. Civil War.
Yeah.
And I'm broke.
Yeah.
It's fair. I have decided that everybody is getting presents from my current place of employment because I get
getting a
discounts.
gun?
I'm getting a
Nah,
gun.
not that big of a discount.
Yeah,
Oh.
gun. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What kind of gun are you getting me, Dave?
You get a gun. You get a gun. You get a
Yeah. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of guns.
The
Don't call
Oprah
him
Winfrey?
David, the Oprah Winfrey Deaton of guns for nothing.
I like saying Oprah Winfrey. I know it's wrong.
Winfrey, hello.
Because
Hello,
you get stuff.
Oprah Winfrey deal.
Yeah.
You'll get the gun, and you'll get the gun, and I am the Oprah of the Winfrey.
I did find the system
Up and down.
in our work POS where people are basically they're using work as a piggy bank and they just put money in there until they get enough money and they're like, and now I will order a gun or I'll order a new suppressor. And I'm like,
perfect.
oh, that sounds like a really bad idea for me.
Yeah, your piggy bank should not be where you buy guns.
Yeah.
So did you just decide like, man, I have so much free time with going to school full time that I need a job?
I decided that I'm trying to pay off a little bit as I go because I'm seeing how much money is getting stacked up and I'm like, this is going to hurt in a few years.
Oh, you should
And
just do
also
what I do.
with this job,
Not care.
yeah, with
Ignore
this
it.
job, it basically pays for it'll pay for my gas because I'm working where I'm going for school, basically, in the same town. So it's gonna pay, like my gas is gonna end up, I get to use less of my student loan money on gas and food. That's really what it is. Because you're right, I don't have a whole lot of time for anything else.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like
You can spend your student loan money on beer.
But also the huge plus to this job is he knows I'm in school. He knows I volunteer with Fish and Wildlife. So he's just like, let me know when you can't work.
Yeah.
Like when he hired me, he hired another gal to work the days I can't work. No.
Of course not. No hot.
She
girl
works at a
wants to
gun
work with
store.
Guns. Yeah.
And if
She's
she is hot,
she's got a hat that says 4 more years, and it's like 3.5 years old.
if she is hot and she works in a gun store, she's batshit crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
There's
she
a
owns
triangle.
multiple horses and dogs and cats.
Oh, you're calling Horse Girl.
If she's working in the gun store,
Yep.
I would be shocked
She's wearing an Ariat hooded sweatshirt
with a Ariat vest over the top. One of them is brown.
Oh, I was gonna exactly the Carhartt brown.
Yeah, could be a Carhartt vest.
It could be a Carhartt, but if it's Carhartt, it's definitely also got the sheepskin lining on it.
Oh yeah, I assumed that was implied.
Standard.
Yeah, well, we're painting a picture for those who may not know.
One chick came in. One chick came in with her husband.
Short cowboy boots.
Actually, she was wearing short cowboy. She was wearing the ankle height. Yeah. But she was in there with her husband and like another friend of hers that had just moved up from California and she's looking to buy a gun. And this girl, she's like talking to me about all these guns, and I hear
show her the pink ones.
Yeah, the penis guns. But she's talking, and I hear someone else talking about her used to work here, and I'm like, oh, it makes sense because she's kind of crazy.
Yep.
Because she's talking about all these guns, and she knows a bunch about them, which normally females don't know a whole lot about firearms.
Yeah,
unless they're crazy.
Yeah. And she's just like going off about them. I'm like, oh, sweet, yeah, like I've got this one, I like this instead of that, blah blah blah. And yeah, and I was like, oh, this makes a whole lot of sense. Like you're kind of crazy. Yep. Of course you worked here.
I was talking to this guy the other day, and we were talking about hunting. I was like, yeah, I've gone a few times. I've never really like gotten a knack for it. And he's like, well, what do you hunt with? I was like, well, I hunt black powder, most of the time. It's easy to get a tag, whatever. I'm like, what about you? And he's like, well, I'm a bow hunter. And I thought, yeah, man, that's really weird way to tell me you got a felony.
Shit. Oh, now I remembered what I was gonna say. I am no longer adding the bell for when I say that's funny, because I have stopped saying that's funny because I hate having to go put the bell in.
It's like me not saying here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Mm-hmm.
I've completely removed it from my lexicon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was listening to, who was it I was listening to on the radio the other day? Who's like, it's one of the Screaming A. Smith, one of those guys.
Yeah.
He says here's the thing all the time, and like after I listen to him a couple times, I have to get myself back out of the nope. Bad Jake, we don't say that any longer.
I just got another 14-day chat ban on Call of Duty because somebody had said the word that rhymes with maggot, and it got into my head, and then later in the night I said it, and there wasn't anybody around. I was venting about something that had happened 10 minutes earlier, and I get the chat ban. I'm like, I'm talking to my team. I didn't even say it to anybody. Like,
what I directed.
Their fucking AI chat ban bullshit is exactly that bullshit. It fucking pisses me off.
Dude, I learned a neat little trick that I've started doing. Like I jumped out on Madden early this year. I just kind of wasn't into it. Mm-hmm. But part of the reason was, and I curtailed this. Too many people are on their microphone, just like playing terrible fucking music at ear bleed levels.
Yeah.
And they talk unmitigated shit because they're halfway across the country and they know that there's no consequences to it. And what I learned is that if you just get into a party by yourself, because like if you don't plug your headphones in, like it'll play their mic over the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to listen to this fucking guy like talk shit to me and listen to terrible music while he screams at his kids for 40 minutes. And so like I just got to the point where I would plug my headphones in.
Yeah.
And then like at the end of the game I would say something like, I don't care about anything you said for the past 15 minutes. I wasn't listening, I was like, hey, I wasn't listening to any of that.
Yeah.
But then I realized I could just get into my own party and, problem solved.
Yeah, party for one.
All right, man.
Hey,
well, these people.
Are you ready for a good ass show?
I got Jake this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was about to go into the outro for some reason. That was weird. Cool.
Anywhere in the world.
Ninja mind bomb you.
Mind Cool. All right, here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. And it's
my freak.
Mind Free. And it's old party for one Dave. It's Dave.
Well, gobble, gobble, people. Welcome to our Thanksgiving show.
Yeehaw.
I put an ad out in the paper the other day looking for somebody to get stuffed. Guess who answered? It's Robin.
Hey now! You're goddamn right it is. There's one thing I know. It's about getting stuffed.
Booyah.
That came out right. You
I've never seen so much goddamn stuffed.
See so much of that. I'm bringing it back around. There's a guy sitting on his couch. It's the hoop snake known as Jake.
Docking.
It's me, One Take Jake, back in the saddle again, the pirate captain. I'm heading up a couple ships. It's, man,
Looking for the booty, folks.
looking for the booty. You know, I hate it. You see these people walking around. They got pirate disease. You know, they got a sunken chest and no booty. But that's a problem these days. That's what they say.
Yep, definitely heard that.
I heard that.
That's what they say. You know, that's what
It
I've
wasn't
heard.
a saying before. It's a saying now.
You know, it's a saying as old as time. You know, story as old as time. Beauty and the Beast. So that's my Robin Williams 2 minutes of the day. How are you guys?
Super.
Howdy
Thanks for
doody.
asking.
I'm a little mind freaked.
My ninja.
No, your testicles are now in your mouth.
Hey now.
A mind freak.
Hey, remember how I texted yesterday? I was like, I just came up with the greatest troll idea in the world.
Troll, yeah.
And I believed it was the text, and then you didn't answer.
And then I was like, no.
No.
No,
Because I actually responded to a text.
Yeah, right? It blew my mind.
Mind freak.
I had been mind freaked via text.
Mind freak is the name of this episode.
Mind freaked is the name of the episode. You gotta write that down.
I've been mind freaked.
It's gonna be
It sounds like
recurring.
something Jason Mantzoukas would say.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Like, oh my god, I've been mind freaked.
Oh. Okay. Here's my idea.
All right.
So we go get a General Lee, the Dodge Charger, or you could just get like a beat up fucking pickup truck. You get a Oregon State rebel flag. So you get the rebel flag with orange, no blue, and you get black and all that. And you drive around the University of Oregon screaming, "The North will rise again. The North will rise again" during Civil War week. And then people get pissed off at Oregon State, and then they get in trouble. And we,
you know how all the Republicans blame Antifa for January 6th.
I've heard that, yeah.
Like that's essentially what we're doing here.
Yeah. The North will rise again.
The North will rise again. Like, yeah, maybe in the Mountain West.
Hey, they don't know that. I would laugh so hard if they just still get smacked. Like,
So
Boise State's like, fuck you guys.
are they going to the Mountain West, or is the Mountain West transferring over to Pac-12?
That's a great question, Dave.
No, here's what's going to happen as it stands.
All right.
The
Pac scoop.
2 is working with the Mountain Worst to create a partnership. And so they're going to try, I mean, as a Power 2 conference or whatever they are, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but their plan is to schedule games with them and fit in somehow.
The
And
Mountain
currently,
Pac-12 West.
and currently, like Oregon and Oregon State are working to get out of games in their schedule in the first couple weeks of the season to maintain the rivalry.
Which Oregon's is Boise State that they're working on rescheduling.
Okay, yeah,
Because Oregon's supposed to play them 3 times over the next 6 years or 5 years, something like that. I think it's supposed to be back-to-back years and then a third
Yeah.
down the road. So Oregon's like, hey, Boise State, you guys don't
Kick
mind if we
rocks.
just say fuck off and do
'Cause
our own
we're-
thing with the Bavers? Because
We'll give you some money now. Sit in the corner and shut up.
Your conference mate will appreciate it.
Exactly. Dude, I got pissed off yesterday because I was watching one of these guys talk about how Oregon State had a chance this weekend or Friday, and they're like, well, Oregon State's won 2 out of the last 3. And I was like, which ones did they win? The ones in Horvalis? One of those they got really fucking lucky in, and the other one we had Mario Cristobal.
And they got really fucking lucky in.
Exactly.
Both of those games we gave up massive leads.
How did the one in Eugene go?
Not well.
Not for them. No. So fuck off.
Yeah, you've won 2 of the last 3. Oregon's won 3 of the last 5, and like 8 of the last 12. And then
And if you go back further, didn't we win like 7 or 8 in a row?
Yeah.
There was, I think it was 10.
I don't think it was that much.
I don't think it was that long because that was the Washington.
Washington was 12.
Oh yeah, it was Washington because my 11-year-old nephew was at that game. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
And he told that Washington Husky fan, "Hey, I've never seen Washington win." And the guy couldn't really say anything.
No,
because he's a child.
I think the last one that we lost at home was the like quadruple overtime one where we were in our 5th string quarterback.
Yeah, I was there for that one when Jonathan Stewart definitely got the first down.
I brought Jello shots that game into the game.
What,
in my
you?
pockets. Yeah, it's
What?
weird. Yeah.
In a world.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing. When we got into the stadium, I smashed another 3 beers in the first quarter. Like once we got into the stadium. So yeah, I was rumbling.
It's fucking smashed, man.
I was ready to yell at anybody, and anybody gave me the opportunity.
Dave's over there having tinnitus.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you
blow
for
a
like
fucking horn.
10 seconds.
It helps.
Go mop. Mop.
Bob, 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 bob.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
Actually, that might. The first time that happened, I was sitting on a couch with Billy, my little brother, playing video games.
Billy.
And then I couldn't hear him, so I started squeezing my head. And I had just gotten back from the Middle East.
Mm.
And he's just like got up and told the kids to go to their room. He's like, I think Tito Day is about to freak out. And I like looked up and I was like, what's up? He's like, what were you doing? I was like, I couldn't hear you. It's like, what? I was like, yeah, I can't hear things sometimes. Like all I hear is ringing.
Dude, when
my head.
Brian first got back from Iraq, the first time he went to the Middle East, we lived together in Monmouth in an apartment, and he's taking a nap on the couch in the middle of a day, and a fucking transformer blew down the street. He fucking woke up panicking, like he's like, what the fuck's going? Like he was losing his shit, and I was like, you good? And he's like, what the fuck was that? I was like, it was like a transformer or something. Not a big deal, unless you're freaking out from PTSD.
Right.
And those explosions waking you up is a terrifying bad thing.
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing? Yeah.
It's like I don't even duck when I hear gunshots anymore.
Right? I see people post on these Facebook groups. Like I have a couple local ones, and they're like, "There was a gun. I heard a gunshot in this area," and I'm like, "It's like there's hills right there.
Yeah. Move back to the city.
If you don't like it, don't be here. I guess."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hear more gunshots in the city than I do in the.
Right.
Nah, I guess that's fair.
You need to be in like a medium-sized city like Eugene,
Boise.
where there's not as much.
I always feel like the shots in the city feel like they're closer though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're echoing off the walls.
It's bouncing off everything,
Right.
and then you're like, I can feel it. Like, how close is that?
Yes.
Oh man.
That's why I'm investing in Glazer safety slugs.
Dave, did you get to watch any of the game from this weekend?
No, I watched some highlights.
Well, that's all you really needed to see.
Yeah, we got super busy, and then by the time I was able to get on my phone and I was about to text Jake, it was like 42 to not many's, and I was just like, oh, it's third. Like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't need to try to watch this game right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's over.
So I just kept watching updates and stuff like that. Like I text Robin and I was like, "What is Bo on this half?"
One.
The
He was
juice.
on one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking pass interference was complete bullshit. Like you're just guessing at that point. That's not even close to a PI.
Like, well, he's way more athletic
Well,
than that guy. So
he's doing better, so must be pass interference.
Mhm.
Fuck off.
That's like the Norm Macdonald School of refereeing. Like, well, that guy's doing better than that guy, so must be some kind of penalty.
Gotta be cheating.
Gotta be cheating. So pass interference on the offense.
Yeah.
It's the naked gun umpire calls. Yeah.
Pass indifference. Oh, we need to get some of these. Like for all the games.
I went to one of those once.
Oh yeah. No, the game was nice though. Like Bo Nix, literally, like Jake said, was on one. Like he threw 2 touchdowns to Patrick Herbert. One of them is one of my favorites because the lineman's running down the field, and he does. Did you notice that? I didn't notice it in real time, and then somebody on Twitter mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh, that's even better." And then Troy Franklin was like, "Well, can I get some of those?" And so they gave him 2 of them.
Bo Nix was the Oprah Winfrey of touchdowns.
His 65 yards in the air check down.
Yeah.
It's like, shit.
Yep. Oh, you're open. He's got 2 guys on.
Not really, but he'll get there.
Yeah, and then Gary Bryant. That was a great fucking score.
Dude,
the spins.
Our wide receivers coach, first of all, is the same way. He's a dude that was at Washington a couple of years ago, where their fucking stud wide receiver core came from.
Yeah.
And so he's teaching these guys. If you've noticed, we've been like killing dudes with the spin lately.
Yeah.
Like I think they've been like, hey, what if we just spin?
Hey, I got an idea, guys. Here's my idea. Don't
hear me out.
Tackle you.
Yeah. When they put their hands
that?
on you, turn in a circle, and their hands will fall off of you. It's
like
amazing.
greased lightning.
Then go.
It's like John Madden.
Exactly.
Now the point here.
Here's a guy that when he runs fast, when he runs, he goes faster.
Yeah.
You see him here. He goes in a circle real quick, and guys try to tackle him, but they think he's going to go forward, but he's actually just spinning in a circle. So he gets around that guy, boom, and he gets up the field and thinks, oh no, here's 2 more guys, and they're going to turn him into a running back sandwich. So he takes a step back, and whoop, it goes over here.
Then boom, tough action acting.
That other guy, I can never remember
Berman.
his name. Yeah, Chris Berman. Whoop!
Whoop!
I love yelling the whoop.
Yeah, whenever Robin and I are watching a game together, it's just us. You just if
we
you're
used to
not
do it in
the
practice
room,
a lot
yeah,
too.
Yeah, we would do in practice too. Whoop!
Whenever Bucky Irving's running the ball.
Oh my god.
Man, you know what I'm looking forward to? Coming down to the section and not having that bitch there.
Man. I posted, I mentioned I said it in the podcast I was going to post links, but instead I posted the videos to my Instagram and then gave you guys the directions. Red Arrow Deep South.
You guys are adults. You can figure it out.
Figure it out. That's what I said.
That's what I said. I said figure it out.
And then, Jessica, her father-in-law is going to have those seats between where we were and, or where we are and the fucking Karen from Oklahoma or whatever. So 3 and 4. They'll be in 3 and 4.
So there'll be a little bit more of a flotsam of area for me to sneak into there.
Yes.
Aha.
And obviously they're not gonna fucking say shit.
Right.
So
they want us there.
What I'm wondering is did he just, because he said he got those tickets for this game, does he still have his other seats? So is there going to be like 6 people from his crew there, and then like we're gonna have like a whole baker's dozen in our section?
We're gonna have a squad. Well, we might be minus Ben, so
I think he should go.
Well, I think he should not die.
Well, yeah, he's not gonna
Yeah.
die. He's too
Yeah.
young to die.
You hear that, Ben? You're too young to die.
Only the good die young.
Yeah, you piece
Oh,
of
fuck.
shit.
He's cool. He's good.
He's
He's
set.
good.
He's set. Yeah. Only the good die young. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Who sings that?
Is that like? It's like Bon
Bill-
Jovi.
Billy Joel?
Billy Joel.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eyelash.
William,
Billy Idol.
Sir William Eyelash.
Sir
Sir
William
William
Eyelash.
Oh man. So what else is new, guys?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Dave said he had some shit.
I had one thing apparently, and I thought
Dave
this
had
was
shit.
funny.
Hey, I like funny.
So there's this restaurant in Japan, right?
Uh-uh.
Yep, they got some.
No.
So it is celebrated at this restaurant when your order comes back incorrect, right? Like they make a big deal of it. I was like, oh, this is like Dick's Last Resort, where they like are an asshole to you. Turns out this dude created a restaurant for elderly dementia patients to work at, so they had some purpose. And
Okay.
the dementia patients are either your waiter, waitress, or the cook. So sometimes they just forget the orders or mess it up. And I'm sitting here thinking, and like in the video, they're like, yeah, so so
Yeah, so
it gives them purpose. They have a job. And it helps educate people on the life of a dementia patient. And I'm just like, wow, he could just be like, I did pay you.
yeah.
I already paid you this week. What are you talking about? You must not remember. And that's my takeaway from it.
My takeaway from it was that sounds incredibly dangerous for someone with a food allergy.
Oh shit.
Right? Yeah, but it's Japan. They don't care about that stuff as much as we do.
When you
Yeah,
said
they can't even say allergy.
Yeah.
God damn it. I was gonna say, when you said like a Japanese version of Dick's, I was like, is it a really short restaurant?
It's really short and hairy.
Is it pixelated?
It's pixelated.
Pixelated restaurant.
It's just
Pixelated
tentacles
restaurant's the name of the
everywhere.
Pixelated restaurant is the name of the episode.
There is another restaurant in Japan where you can have dinner
Sex.
with Japanese porn stars.
So yeah,
All right.
like
Yep.
what's the difference between a Japanese porn star and a regular porn star? Is it just that she's from Japan?
That'd be
It
my
goes
guess.
this way.
I always wondered why things look. Yeah. Anyway,
I want to go. I've never been to Japan. I've been off the coast. I saw it and then I got turned around. I've
you
always wanted
went
to go
right
to
back to
Japan.
Thailand.
No, we went back to Hawaii.
Find the line.
That's the international date line.
It goes this way.
God damn it.
It's kind of like a freaky line.
It's like, not like a regular line.
Oh yeah, I recorded that. I was gonna make that a ringtone for somebody.
It should be for Dave.
It was gonna be. I can't remember what I did. It was gonna be the piss off ghost line. Piss off ghost.
Soft
I
ghost.
can't remember who I was gonna use it for. Was on the one of these updates over the last like 3 or 4 months with Apple, they've decided that you can't just make text tones. You either have to buy them, or they're just gonna make it really difficult to assign them. So
Piss
now,
off, Apple.
right? So now I'm like, well, I mean, I can make them again. It's just, I guess it's easier that way. So that's what I've been doing. Kind of bugs me.
Remember when people used to jailbreak their iPhones? I wonder if you can still do that.
You definitely still can. It just seems like it's less, I don't know,
Useful.
worth it less.
Yeah.
What's
'Cause
a
I-
different way to work that?
I did it with my first one, I think it was, because I was still in San Diego. And I could do like a cool, like different buttons for everything and like cooler backgrounds. You could download videos, which was very important
Yeah.
pre-deployment.
Makes sense.
Like your phone is just nothing. Like you can't use your phone, no service,
Right.
or you turn it off. So it's just a bank,
A literal
spank
bank.
Spank
if you
bank.
will,
Yeah.
if you will.
Well, weird.
If you won't.
And then like 3 months into deployment, you had to find your phone because we all just swapped phones.
Oh my god.
You're like, wait, who's got my phone now?
You're like, why is it sticky?
Yeah. Told you,
You
leave it
know.
in the
You
leave it in the
know.
plastic bag.
Use the haptic feedback gloves, please.
Yeah.
You're like trading your phone with people, but you're putting a condom on it first.
Yeah. Be careful. Belle had this phone last.
And an
Safety
air
first.
tag.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I bring that guy? That name I just brought up.
Uh-huh.
I brought it up because
Because
he
he's
got a
a
lot of shit
pervert.
Because you thought of it.
because he went down on a stripper in Thailand.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
or,
No. Oh wait, no. It was in Abu Dhabi.
oh, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. And
I didn't know they had strippers there.
Oh, yeah.
or maybe hooker, stripper, hooker, same difference. Ish, sex worker.
There we go. Sex worker.
Yeah, I like that term nowadays. That it's catching on. It's just
Sex
all
worker?
encompassing.
Right. It's a nice one. It's a good.
Mhm.
It's a good. Like ambidextrous.
Yep.
What about a sex laborer? Some of that shit's a labor.
Fornication
no,
laborer.
that's when you sleep with a fat chick.
You come out with back problems. Like you've been
Come
digging
all
ditches for
over.
20 years.
Jesus. Digging ditches for 20. Oh, sometimes you gotta find them first.
What, the ditch that you're digging?
Yeah.
After 20 years, I'm sure you would throw your back out. And that was this episode of Coded Language on my show.
You're adults, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Or you're not and you won't. That's fine.
Either way.
Yeah.
I'm okay with either one.
And if you're not an adult, why are you still up? Go to bed.
Man, I've gone through, I was telling Robin
Oh,
before the show, I've gone through the stages with this game already. Like the state, a lot of things.
Civil
like
War, by the way.
Yes, Civil War week. The stages of grief always happen. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's a big important game, and like it always starts with, of course we're gonna win. Of course we're gonna win.
Mhm.
Right, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, I start doing a little homework, watching this and that, reading things and that, and then usually and Wednesday, here I am Wednesday, but I'm a day ahead because our game week is Friday, and so yesterday I was like, oh man, this thing's gonna be a battle. This is not going to be a fun atmosphere to watch a football. It will be, but it won't be because we'll be surrounded with a bunch of fucking Beaver fans will be there too, making everything terrible.
Ew, what if Beaver fans are on like 5 and 6 seats?
Ew, they probably will be, but ew.
I'll make sure to record when Riv sees them.
Anyway, like here we are. This is essentially the Thursday of game week.
It's day 5 of our
day
game.
5 of game week, and I'm like, I've moved into acceptance. It's gonna be an ass whooping. It's gonna be another Utah. Like they don't know what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a great analogy talking about this earlier. They said that after Utah played Washington, they played them really well. And then they came out and got their doors blown off the week after that. It was a classic situation of having 10 weeks of gas in a 12-week tank. Well, the Beavers just played Washington, played a really emotional, tight game, lost in their final home game of the season. Now they got to go on the road to play a top team in the nation on short week rest, and that team only played half a game of football.
Right.
That was not challenging.
Oregon is rested.
Right. And they are not overlooking you. They are not like looking past this game.
Nope.
It like the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for Oregon State.
Yeah. I fucking hate this school.
You see, normally when two schools play, they have a 50-50 chance of winning. But when you look at Oregon State University, you can see that things aren't equal. So you take Oregon's 50% chance of winning that they would normally have, and the 25% chance they win because Washington sees Oregon and they know they're not going to win, so they're not even going to try. So you take that 75% that Oregon has, and that gives Oregon State 12.5% chance of winning. But then you take Oregon's 75% chance if they were to go in a round robin tournament, and then take the 66% chance that they'd have if they were to go one-on-one against Oregon State, gives Oregon 133% chance to win this game.
And that is Civil War Steiner math from Jake.
Civil War Steiner math. There you go.
I felt like I was drinking on Darren's back porch again. I felt like I was 17 years old again,
Right?
drunk on a 40 of oldie while Darren talks.
Damn right.
No, you, Hogan!
I will fight all of you. Takes off his shirt.
I will fight you.
Still, one of my favorite memories is when I spine busted Ryan Crouch on the trampoline. Got in there, he did something. I come sliding in, and I fucking hit the rock spine buster on him.
Oh, good shit. Those TCW days were fun.
I wish I could have been around for some of them. You guys are too old for it by that time I showed up ready to play.
I wish we'd, like, I know that there's tapes out there. I have some somewhere. Go Ducks. Dude, that pisses me off that we can't hear that, BT Dubs. Anyway, but like, it's just too much work to fucking convert tape to digital.
Well, if we have a sponsor this week. Get your recordyourlife.com. No, I gotta listen to enough podcasts that they advertise that sort of shit where they'll record it for you.
Yeah. I just don't want to do it.
That's fair. I mean, I understand. I get that too.
Yeah.
I hear where you're coming from, and I feel you.
Yeah. I have been felt.
You have been felt.
Feeling them up.
No, we're not Penn State. You haven't been felt.
Aww.
Too old for that.
That's why they call it Beaver Stadium, because everyone there gets felt. That's a really smart joke for people who understand.
I was just gonna say, you're gonna have to think about that one for a second. Just think about it. You'll get it. It'll come around.
Or it won't.
Or for bullet sponge, let me explain it to you now.
Yeah, bullet sponge. Ask us later. We'll
ask me. I'll spell it out for you.
Hi, bullet sponge.
I sent him a picture yesterday. Like, he didn't go to work because his back was hurt.
What a nerd.
Right? Nerd. And I was playing with him and Destructigo, and I was like, hey, guys, give me 5 minutes. Well, there was a cool sunset. So I ran out there with my drone, and then I sent him a picture of it. And his wife sees the picture, and she's like, is he trying to get you to move down there? Because that's how you do it. I was like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Look around. It's very nice here.
Like a look. You might say something you like.
It's reading Rainbow.
It's in a book. Head on down to Tommy's All American Eats and hit 1638 on the jukebox.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 5206.
Ah, well, hey.
1738.
867-509.
Jinx, you owe me some Coke.
Did you see that video the other day of the guys that went to the drive-thru and their total was 1738?
Yes, I've seen that. It's pretty good.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
Fetty?
Yeah.
He's going by Fetty now because the song WAP came out.
Oh.
And so now he's just Fetty.
They ruined his name.
Damn you, Cardi B. Damn you.
Damn you to hell.
The schools are excellent. There are some whores in this house and the roofs are brand new. Also, we ruined Fetty WAP.
Yeah.
I remember my buddy Aaron was getting married and we were going out for his bachelor party, which we went to an escape room. Then we had a few drinks and I got really high.
With strippers? Escape room with strippers?
No strippers. His wife was a real...
winner?
Yeah, real winner. She would not have been cool with it. And to the extent that I was running around singing Trap Queen, because I have a habit of doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what are you're like singing about girls dancing naked? And I'm like, yep. I sure am.
They do that sometimes.
Go get some hibachi too. Bet you nobody's gonna be naked there though. Be a lot cooler if they were.
Just
That may
would.
be.
Naked hibachi.
I could
need
go
to
for
open
some strippers and hibachi.
You don't forget the hibachi.
Either way.
With blackjack and hookers. You know what? Forget the hibachi.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah,
now what?
We're all just in this fucking like get ready for the game.
I'm just thinking about the game.
Literally all week. I wish I could show the surprise that it's gonna be a bonus episode of my show because I'm gonna record it and edit it, and then you guys will see it on our YouTube page. So you're gonna have to go to the YouTube page to watch this video that I'm about to make at the Civil War.
What time are we leaving again? 9:30, you said?
6:15.
At least 9:30.
Okay.
I'm gonna be ready before that.
I'm ready now.
I've been ready.
I'm getting dressed and driving down. Like I'm driving down in the kilt.
I mean, did that work out last time?
No, but I had jeans with me.
Oh, okay.
I also didn't have an alternator that worked. Now I have an alternator that works.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dave, we have decided to wear the Civil War hoodies. Show them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because we talked about
mine's
wearing
right
our
here.
Vegas suits, and I was like, I like that idea. And then Jake said the Civil War hoodies, and I was like, I also like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I also have this to go with it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make them like weatherproof.
Oh, we could always wear the Vegas suits any game.
Right. We could also wear them
we wear them for the Pac-12 championship game.
I also have.
We're not going to Vegas.
We're not going though. So.
I also have a scarf.
Oh
yeah. Maybe I'll break out my scarf too.
Do you know where it is?
It's in my scarf drawer.
Why did I ask? Oh my god.
Because I never know where anything's at.
No, but I mean the fact that you have a scarf drawer is just.
Which is also odd because I'm not a scarf guy.
Look at this fucking guy. Oh, durka. Baka laka daka.
Muhammad Jihad.
I will do.
Muhammad Jihad.
Watch out for the signal. I will go.
Oh, when
you guys making fun of me.
When COVID first kicked off and the mask thing started being a thing, I didn't have any masks, but I had my old Afghan scarf. What is it called? I can't think off the top of my head now.
An Afghan.
A shamag?
An infinity scarf. I get this one.
Yes. I had a shamag, so I wrapped it. I did the whole head wrap to go into a store, and I was like, "Give me all your monies."
you're like, hi, I'm Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, I need all of your monies for Allah.
Allah.
I see the entire time during COVID, I just had the neck gaiters, and I got really used to wearing them to the point that like once we stopped having COVID, it felt weird not having anything around my neck for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just walk in, pull it up over my nose, be like, hi, I'm here for this weed.
Like a man choker.
Oh, what was that thing I said earlier? Free throat hugs.
Free throat hug. But you see, like the first thing I thought about was getting getting a throat hug, and then I didn't want to hug somebody. No, I understand. That was my second inkling. My first inkling was hugging someone with the throat.
I couldn't give those. I don't have much of a neck, so it'd be hard to. Not
with that attitude.
I mean, it's not the size of your neck, right? It's the size, like what you can do with it.
I don't know the science behind it.
It's more of an application of science than a theory of science.
I'm no Scientologist. That may or may
I'm
not
just the fucking football needs to happen.
Right?
Like I read something on
one.
Twitter that I thought was really well said. It said for the Ducks, like every game from this point on for the remainder of the season for the next 4 games is the most important game of their life.
Yeah. And
like if they survive in advance, like this is the West Regional right now. You know, we win the Eugene Regional, then we go to the Vegas Super Regional. We win the Vegas Super Regional, we go to the Final Four.
I think that's one of the brilliant, I don't know if it's intentional, but it seems intentional things that Dan Lanning has done, which has made them every week, we're not playing anybody else. We're playing against ourselves, against the standard, and every game is important. He did say this week is our Super Bowl, which was confusing to me because I would think that the national championship would be the Super Bowl. But also, if you have your Super Bowl now, everything else seems easy. So I don't know. He's a really good coach. I really hope that the things he said were truthful, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was actually talking about this earlier today. It's interesting. You can tell the difference between when coaches deny something and when coaches like he pulled himself out of the running of all these jobs with the way he said what he said. Like,
Yeah.
Ever since he said that, he hasn't been linked to a single job.
Mm-hmm. I was
Right.
just about. Did he actually end up signing that extension yet, or?
I mean,
It's
he said
automatic. It's built into his
Oh, okay.
contract.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he
once
had-
he
and
gets over a certain number, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had an extension already that he signed, and then he had another extension, like you were about to explain.
Okay.
It's an extension and a raise. It's
Mhm.
another year added to his contract and $100,000 more, I believe. Plus his assistants also get bumps in pay. Pretty good.
Yeah,
deal.
it's like favored nations too. So it's like,
Mhm.
What does that mean?
if anyone gets hired at a higher rate, he gets that rate.
Does he have that?
I think he may.
I hope so. He deserves it. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody deserves it, that's the fucking guy.
Mhm.
I know. I also read something about Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith! Him and his bullshit about their AD is working on getting him an extension or something along those lines. But then we also hear Michigan State and Texas A&M and UCLA and Mashington.
I'm okay with him going pretty much anywhere but Mashington.
That's because you hate them more than anybody.
Yeah, I do. Like, but he can be just fine in the Mountain West, but going to UCLA, he might be able to pull. Oh, that athletic department's a dumpster fire. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he would not be. Yeah. How funny would that be, though? I wish it would happen. I wish that if that were going to have happened, that it would happen this week so that we could just. I want that to be
It's like
something
Thursday. He announces, "This is my last game.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
I will not be coaching the bowl game."
Man, you think they'd be mad?
Man, I would be like, "Hey, it's not so funny, is it?"
Right, fuckers. Thought it was funny when it happened to us.
Like you got, and then it's literally every time you guys get success, your coach leaves. But the difference is when we get success and our coach leaves, we get more successful. When your successful coach leaves, you guys dive bomb for 20 years.
Right. That's exactly it. People are starting to recognize that Oregon is a destination, I think, because of you look at what's happened, and we talked about it in the group text, I think. Every time we've lost a coach, we've seemed to have
improved,
upgraded, minus the Chip Kelly move, I think.
I feel like what Oregon has done in a way is established the how UConn is a basketball power because it is.
Yes.
There's nothing. No one wants to go to Connecticut. There's no reason to go to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Unless you want to play basketball. Realistically, unless you're an outdoorsman, there's no reason to go to Oregon unless you want to play football.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, it's okay to be the UConn of football because UConn wins national championships.
Women's UConn.
Men too.
I mean, I guess they have won some.
Yeah, they won that same year when Kemba Walker was playing there. They won that one.
Kemba Walker was one of my favorite college basketball players to watch. I enjoyed watching him play.
That battle he had with Johnny Flynn in that 6 overtime game in the Big East Championship. That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Dude, man, that's like the worst part of this whole conference realignment thing is losing basketball conferences like the Big East, because the Big East was legit.
Yeah.
Like, and those teams all hated each other.
Every week was a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, oh, who do we have this week? Providence.
Fuck
I
Providence.
fucking hate Providence.
Right? That makes sense. Shit's good though.
I'm looking forward. I think that's one thing I am looking forward to in the Big Ten is finding who our like natural secondary rival is going to be. Because like we already hate the Huskies. And I don't think that USC is going to be competitive much longer, so they won't really be that much of a rival until they get their next big name coach, and then they spike the pond with a bunch of 5 stars again, and then the cycle starts all over. But let's see, like I think like maybe Penn State. I'm still mad about the Rose Bowl. We've played Michigan State enough that they could be a secondary rival.
I was gonna say Michigan.
That's what I was thinking
Or
too.
Wisconsin.
Because I think we already don't like Michigan.
We
Yeah.
don't like Michigan.
At least I haven't liked Michigan ever.
Yeah.
Like
Wisconsin
anybody.
could be one just for having a W on their helmet.
Yeah. Everyone in
But-
that stupid conference is just a letter on their helmet.
I think Michigan, it probably will be Michigan though, or Ohio State if I were to guess, just because they are they're the upper tier.
We're going to
And-
slide into the Penn State role, basically.
And their fans don't understand that just because you have 100,000 people in your stadium doesn't mean you're actually that loud.
Yeah,
They don't get
as
it.
we demonstrated.
Right. Because I was watching, I can't remember which one of the ESPN shows, but they were talking about how an Oregon only has 60,000 fans. How are they going to? And then somebody was like, have you not seen how loud it gets there? You literally cannot hear anything.
I've heard it twice this season, and it'll happen again this Friday, especially with an evening game. People are going to be drunk and rowdy. When your ears scrape from the noise, like it's happened a couple times this year, and it hasn't happened like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Like Autzen is back.
We've been loud,
Mhm.
very loud. So
we
one of the things.
killed USC.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You could see it. You could see Caleb Williams running back and forth on the sideline, like trying to tell people what to do because they can't hear him.
So the Big Ten just approved, because of the Michigan sign stealing thing, the NFL style communication devices. You know what kind of problem that's going to cause when teams come to Autzen?
Yeah.
It's going to be a fucking big deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you see the Chiefs, they're like, oh, we're so loud. I don't think they're as loud as Autzen. I just don't. That might be Oregon biased. It probably is. Yeah. I don't know.
They have the decibel record.
I don't believe it's not manufactured though.
That's not unfair. There's a lot of back and forth between them and Seattle about who's louder from time to time. It's always fun.
Well, Seattle's shown up on seismology. Like, that's impressive.
You know what's funny is like the Seahawks Stadium holds fewer people than Fusky Stadium, and yet Fusky Stadium isn't that loud.
I think part of that sometimes is the way they're built too. Feels like, isn't the Seahawks Stadium more concrete, and the stands in Mashington are all metal?
Yeah.
That plays a big part. I don't think people realize. Plus, the way that it's the two places are shaped. Washington's set up to send all their sound out to the fucking lake.
Yeah. So it resonates. So it resonates. That's the thing. It resonates out, and it sounds loud to the people up here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, oh my God, it's so loud here. But when you're down on the field, it's not as loud. Whereas when you're in Oregon, it like watching games from up above, you're like, oh, it's not really all that loud up here.
You
And then you get down to field level and it's loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like the first level, like where our seats are at. It's loud there, but being on the sideline, it is so fucking loud. Like
Mhm.
it's stupid loud. The few times I've been able to be on the field, I've noticed it. It's just ridiculous.
And you can't like record it and it shows.
No.
It doesn't
holds
convey.
no, yeah, doesn't show at all because I recorded shout from the sidelines.
Yeah.
One game, I think same game that you were down there for the
Yeah.
first half.
Yeah.
And I rewatch it and I'm like, I'm super excited because I'm rewatching it, but you can't show someone and expect them to feel how I felt standing.
Yeah, it doesn't give the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I looked like a 30-year-old junior college transfer with tattoos.
Dude, we should start working on you long snapping. And then you walk on at old Oregon State.
And then you bad snap at the worst time.
Just wait, save it. Perfect snaps all year until we're in the Civil War. And then suddenly the ball is 10 yards over the holder's head.
You can't get it to the punter.
Yeah.
I think they might catch on to me when they see me in the locker room and they're like, "What's that on your chest?" Nothing.
Be like, "What? It's cancer."
You're sitting there like you're playing the organ fight song before every game, just getting
I'm
ready.
just getting pumped because the Beaver fight song doesn't do it for me.
Like you have the wired headphones plugged in, and somebody accidentally trips over the cord and unplugs on. Just look at him like
I accidentally
sucks.
I hit the wrong button.
Sorry, it's herpes.
It makes me angry.
Yeah. I'm so fired up as a long snapper.
Yeah. I'm gonna snap it so good for you.
I was telling my kid, I was like, hey, you know what? If you're a long snapper, nobody can touch you, and you can hit whoever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. Just because you can throw the ball between your legs means you get to go to college, and then you get to knock the crap out of the guy who catches the ball.
What grade is he in?
He is 10, so whatever that means.
So 5th grade. So
3rd grade. 5th grade.
That's what I
4th,
said.
Yeah.
You got held back.
Me is in 3rd grade.
Right. Start teaching him stuff like that. Does he need a football?
No, we got footballs.
Okay.
We got ball. You got an extra ducks one. Weird.
Yeah, it's something happens.
Oh, shit, my laptop's almost dead.
Hey, maybe you should plug that in.
You should plug that in, David. David.
Oh, it's because my cable is broken and I'm waiting for my new one to come in.
Isn't that like your 4th charger?
No, this is only the 2nd one. Because I left the
other one in Idaho.
Yep.
Yeah. Idaho. I'm so excited for pumpkin pie.
Oh my god! But Jen made pumpkin pies, like homemade pumpkin pies. They're sitting in there right now. I'm gonna eat them tomorrow. Oh, I guess we should talk about Thanksgiving since
we can talk about Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
Literally just in the way of Civil War, but yeah, let's. Like my brain, literally, like we said, all week.
So all things considered, we were supposed to have this family trip to Bend that I was really looking forward to. It was going to be fun, but they wanted to leave Friday, and I was not thrilled about that decision.
Yeah.
And so when Ben said that he had COVID, I was disappointed for a lot of reasons. But then there was a small part of me that was like, no, you just get to go to the game. Like, because I was like, how long is the trip to Bend? Because I was like, was it like an hour and a half? I'm like 2.5 hours.
I was gonna say it's like 4 hours from my house.
I was like, why is Bend so far away?
What were you guys gonna do in Bend?
I don't know.
Get some IPAs and.
Well, we were gonna go to the High Desert Museum because that place is cool.
Every time, well, I shouldn't say every time I'm there. There's been a couple times when I was driving through and stopped for something to eat. I didn't go to the High Desert Museum, but I love that place.
Yeah, it's really cool.
They have a Stars in Bend.
They sure do. When I was working a stripper taxi, I drove a girl to that one a couple times.
Oh. I fell in love with a stripper there.
She rock and
In
she
love with
roll
a
and she
stripper.
I've never been to
rollin'.
that one.
Oh,
I haven't either. I've only been
I went
outside.
back-to-back nights because I was like, oh my God, I need to see that girl again. I'm getting a lap dance.
When I was dating one of the girls that worked at the brick house, there was another girl that came in that had this like bee tattoo on her leg, and I was like, oh, you're like actually fun to talk to when like my girlfriend isn't here. I can talk to you. And then you'll go away, and then I'll talk to my girl. This is perfect. And then but she was only there for like one day, and I was like, "What the fuck? Where did she
Ah.
go? Like, I actually had someone to talk to in here. God damn it!
Where'd B girl go?
Yeah, where did the bee girl go? I don't even remember what her name was.
Was her bee tattoo on her knee?
No, it was
She's
on
the
her
bee's-
thigh.
She's the bee's knees.
Was
The
it the
bee's
letter
knees.
B or was it a bumblebee?
It was like a honeybee.
Oh, okay.
Was it like on her thigh, like slightly above her knee, or like way up in the meat?
It was like
Way
a
up
meat.
on the meat.
Way up on the meat, Dave. Way up on the meat. Like center thigh, way
No.
up on the meat.
Mid meat section.
Mid
No.
mid meat
Mid meat
of the
section.
thigh.
I'd still call it the bee's knees.
Well, I
And
was
her
allowed to
elbow.
touch.
Oh, I had a weird thought earlier today of when I got slapped by a stripper at Dino's.
Yeah.
Not
Appreciate it.
Jackie.
I'm pretty sure you had to pay extra for that one.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
So they told us before, you guys can do all the touching you want. You can take pictures. Just no penetration. I was like, okay. I didn't think that applied to my mouth. So she's like dancing on me and her boob was right there, and I was just like, and she slapped me. It's like, hey. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
That's not penetration,
Huh.
that's touching.
Yeah.
She put her nipple in my mouth.
Her nipple was in my mouth, so like
Yeah.
almost in my mouth, and I just went.
She told me to open my mouth.
Then she was at a party at Jackie's house, like months later, and we caught her and her boyfriend banging in the bathroom. And we may have figured out how to look in there.
Like, hey.
You know, like on some bathrooms on like manufactured homes, the bathroom just has like that little window that's about that big at the almost right under the eave.
That's a great.
So we were like, like up on shoulders and like, all right, cool. I'll put my knee down. You stand on my knee.
She's doing it.
Look at her. She's doing it.
She's doing it.
No, literally, she's doing it.
She is doing it.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah, generally I try not to do it at parties. I try to get at least out into the car.
Back to Spanksgiving. Dave, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Everyone's coming here.
Oh, hey, what time?
Everybody's coming.
Can't remember.
I could
That's
go
a good
there
start.
and make Dion uncomfortable. Be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really sure what time.
I came over last year because you guys had crab, or was that Christmas?
And then we had Christmas.
And then we had Christmas.
Crab's usually Christmas.
Oh, okay.
We do crab and prime rib on for Christmas dinner.
Gotcha.
I don't know what we're doing this year, but I'm never involved in these things other than I'm never involved.
Arrive, eat, leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Raise
no, we
hell,
don't.
leave.
We don't really actually do lumpia on holidays just because we
Why
eat
not?
it all year. We eat it.
They have it all the time.
Yeah,
Oh.
like every other family get together. Mom makes it, and
My house we have Doritos. Dave's house has lumpia.
We don't have Doritos for Christmas because we have it all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm just having. I'm assuming. Actually, I don't even know.
Whatever Dave's having.
But whatever. I think. Just my parents are doing Thanksgiving stuff. I asked my dad about it, but I didn't really care enough to listen to the answer. So
yeah,
just assume everybody's.
Yeah, I'll text you the time.
Gonna be here. Yeah, if I'm not.
I mean, I was going to anyway, probably the day of, and be like, hey.
All I'm doing is packing for Friday. Loading up. I got everything. I went shopping today. Got all my stuff taken. She's really just buying water and soda and stuff. And then Friday we'll leave at 9:30. We'll order pizza on the way to Roseburg. We'll get our ice from Costco. and our pizzas. And then, yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
I made lists. I made a list. I can't reach it, but I made a list like of Wednesday stuff, Thursday stuff, Friday stuff, like, and then all like it's, yeah.
I've got my pile of clothes just ready to rumble. I've got everything here. I've
Mine's over there.
even got my socks. I've got underwear. Like,
I'm
I
just
hope
excited. I just want it to
I hope
happen.
that they're just like in July, they're just say, "Yep, sorry, there's nothing we could do. We couldn't get out of the game with Boise State due to scheduling conflicts."
Wait until July.
And fuck the Beavers. Fuck everybody.
Mhm.
Fuck everybody but us.
Fuck everybody but us. That's what that means.
It's gonna. Oh my god. The problem is,
Here's
What's
the thing.
problem?
I know a thing or two about football.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that just because somebody has a high rating doesn't make them a good quarterback. DJ Uiagalelei is a bad quarterback. He can run the ball, which does concern me because we have not we've not done great defending the quarterback run, but we've also not gone against somebody whose primary objective was to run the ball. So yeah, I think we're going to get a turnover in the first half, and it's going to open the floodgates.
Mhm.
It very well could. Did you see what Dan Lanning said to our Ungalele?
Hit your brother.
Hit your brother. I'm like, fuck
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, I hope he has like 6 sacks.
Give him the old Danny Rojas treatment. You're not
Football
my
is
brother
life?
this week. You're not my brother this week.
I hope they go to do the jersey exchange, and he's like, I don't want that trash.
Do
Mhm.
they do that in college?
No,
I didn't think so. They do the gloves.
they
Oh,
do
I love
gloves
the
because
gloves.
you only get one jersey for free. You have to buy the rest of them.
Mm. Well, I still want the gloves.
Yeah, I got dibs though. I called dibs on next gloves.
You did call dibs.
So if they're there,
And they're the Spencer Webb gloves.
we might be able to do
They
some
should have
sort
made the
of
fingers webbed.
that would be cool. Maybe we could do some sort of like 1-for-1.
Oh, it's all good. I'm not mad
Nah,
about it.
the if it's even there, they're probably got there like, where are
Right.
those fucking
Because
gloves?
last week they weren't.
They haven't had anything that's been like revolutionary and new.
That's true. But usually they still have like the mannequin set up for pictures. Yeah.
Well, maybe we just gotten there. Maybe we've just been getting there late.
We got to find a door. Oh, I forgot to order that door thingy. I'm going to buy that for next year.
The flipper?
No. Well, also, I want one of those. No, but the fireman's thing that goes and opens all those doors. That would be cool.
Yeah. All of a sudden, we're in.
Mm-hmm. I got an idea.
Like
Maybe we'll test it out.
ninjas.
My ninja.
I love how like you have season tickets and you still sneak in.
It's more fun.
It is more fun.
It's way more fun. Yeah, I don't understand why more people don't do it. Is Grayson over there? My dad just texted me like I'm supposed to. I don't know.
The other thing, it's funny. Anytime I talk to somebody about sneaking into games, it's difficult for me to describe what is like. Oh, what do you do? I'm like, I walk in.
Walk in. Yeah.
Like, well, what do you do? I'm like, I walk in.
It's like the where the word con man comes from. Confidence. It's confidence man. That's all it is. It's literally just confidence.
Just walk through and keep going.
Yeah. If you have the confidence, they rarely question it, and when they do, it's so short-lived because they have other things to deal with.
Right. Their bandwidth is this 40 feet of space right here.
And 40 is a very generous estimate.
Go 4.
Yeah, that sounds more realistic. It's very narrow.
Douches.
If you can get out of that 4-foot radius,
Yeah, he gone.
Here you go.
Unless of course he's German. For some reason.
And there's no one else
and
around.
then there's no one else around. You're like, shit.
I didn't know I
Shit.
can do that.
Listen here, buddy.
Well, these people,
Hey,
they couldn't be anywhere in the world,
anywhere.
but they're here with us. We appreciate that. We hope that we'll see you again on the other side when we're previewing the conference championship. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
That's a podcast.
Go Ducks.
Gobble, gobble.
Go
Ducks.
Ducks. Go
Go Ducks.
Ducks. Fuck everybody but us.
Word.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.